Hello knockouts, Tanya TKO here, and we are okay. And then as soon as I start filming, a whole bunch of, that's my microphone, a whole bunch of people start screaming outside. Okay, I hope you can't hear that. My microphone is really sensitive. I look so big. Well, all right, listen. Oh gosh, you know what? All right, okay, I want to let's start. Let's jump right into it. Okay, I need to do a retraction to my last video. Gosh, I made such a huge mistake. I made an egregious error in my last video, the video where I did why vagina prize keeps you pumped and dumped. So I don't know if this should be a retraction video or an apology video. I don't really think I need to apologize, but yeah, well, no. All right. You may notice that I'm a little more scattered than normal. There's a lot going on. You know, it's like, I'll just tell you briefly, I'm getting ready to leave the country. We'll talk about that at the end of the video in the next video. I don't want to talk about that in this video, otherwise this video will be really, really long, because I wanted this video to be mainly focused on that video and what I said and did that was incorrect. So I said some things in that video that could be misconstrued. You see, what happens is, and this is why I didn't restart this video, that video I had shot about 4 or 5 different times, stopping and then restarting, because you know I don't edit my videos. I don't have like the editing software, or I didn't before, but I just bought some, and so hopefully when I'm on this trip I'll be able to really get in and start editing my videos some more. But the purpose of that trip is to write my book. So, but nonetheless, I started and restarted the beginning of that video several times, and I did not, in the final take, you know, it's like when you say something, you know that you've said it, but I didn't know in which take that I did or didn't say. Oh God, I'm rambling. Bottom line, I didn't know in which take I had said what I needed to say before going into that video. In that video, I do not want to be misunderstood by people. So I wrote out some notes, and because my mind is scrambled all over the place because I'm leaving in a few days and there's a lot going on, I'm going to read my notes word for word so that I make sure that I say exactly what it is that I meant to say in this video for that video, because I don't want people to misunderstand, because I've already done videos about how a man should pursue you. I don't want people to misunderstand and think that I feel that men should not pursue, or there's anything wrong with pursuing, or that pursuing is disrespectful. So let me just read my notes. Okay. All right. I need to clarify, there is nothing wrong with a man pursuing a woman and a woman having standards and holding her space as queen for her king. A man should pursue a woman, and a man should prove he is worth her space and time. That last sentence goes both ways, but what we know about the nature of men, and how male energy is active and female energy is rested. So I definitely think that a man should put himself out there. First of all, we hold the uterus, we hold the womb. So in the animal kingdom, that's the nature of it. What makes, oh God, I didn't want this video to be tremendously long. What makes a male male? How do you determine who's male or female in the animal kingdom? The one with the smaller, more abundant sex cells, quantity of sex cells is the male, and the one with the larger, fewer is the female. This is how you know who's the female seahorse and who's the female platypus, or even if they don't have genitalia, it's all about the sex cells. So let's deep breath, Tanya. Keep going, keep going. This is why I'm not stopping the video. Let's keep going, keep going. All right, number 1. Stop allowing men that you're not feeling to chase you. As a woman, you are naturally predisposed to enjoy being chased. In your mind, you may initially feel you don't like him and are keeping yourself separate. This is a tremendous mistake, as you avert the necessary get to know you phase, and all you have to go by is the fervor of the pursuit, which may not even be real. That's one. Number two, allow the man you are feeling to pursue you, but the pursuit is not enough to earn your vagina. Don't get blinded by pretty words, and don't get blinded by the pursuit. Keep your eyes open. Get to know him. See what's behind these words. See if you two are a good match. See if he's right for you as a woman, as the womb man. See if this man is right for you. Number three, your vagina is not a prize to be won simply by the highest bigger, the biggest hoop jumper, or the sweetest talker. The pursuit is temporary. Do you know the person behind the pursuit? Does he know you? Don't keep yourself on a pedestal while he does all of this quote unquote work. Use this as an opportunity to really get to know him. Ask questions, observe, take your time, and wait. That's number three. Number four, be extra conscious. If he's disrespecting himself or allowing you to disrespect him, matter of factly, you shouldn't be disrespecting him, but that type of behavior is not sustainable. It's self-abusive, and it's a warning sign. Those are the things that I wanted to say. Typically when I make a video, I take all of these notes. And I'm looking at the camera because we're having a one-on-one dialogue, and sometimes some of the important things that I need to say get lost in translation. I take notes because I want to cement those things in my mind. But when I'm reading through, typically, because you don't typically see me going like this in my videos, typically I skim down at the notes. I see the first sentence, and then I speak from within how I feel about that. But I write the notes so that it could be permeated into my membrane. But I did a bad job on that video. I did a really bad job on that video. But I hope that most people, and a lot of people said the video was good. I hope most people got the gist of the video from the content of what it was that I was saying. So let's talk about, this is why I decided to do this video indoors, sitting down, because standing up outdoors with my back to the street, noise all around me, had some woman stalking me through her window, coming out, talking to me. I didn't know what was going on behind me, and all of this other stuff. There were things going on, people who were screaming from the top. A lot was going on. Plus my mind is half here. I'm thinking about the trip and the things that I need to do to get ready for the trip, and the stuff that I have most of my things now, but at that point I was still kind of in between. We'll talk about where I'm going in LA and my book and the Tanya TKO show in the next video. But I really want to get these last points out. Okay. And this is some sister to sister talk, from big sister to you. All right. Let's talk about this pursuit. What is it exactly that he's pursuing? What is he pursuing? If you really think about, what it is that like these ladies were saying, oh, a man should jump through hoops. A man should prove himself. Oh, yes. Both people need to prove that they're a good match to each other. Yes, 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 yes. A man should prove himself. Okay. When you think about the fervor of his pursuit, I need you to take a few moments and stop and think. What exactly is he pursuing? Is he pursuing you as a human being? You'll see from what it is that he's pursuing and what it is that he keeps inching towards. Is he inching towards you two, getting to know one another? Or is he trying to take the shortcut, spend a lot of money to avert the real getting to know you? I mean, listen, there are some people who don't really have it like that financially. So they go in for the big flash bang, no pun intended, but they throw down the flash and bang. It's like you're blinded by all of this stuff, and it's a lifestyle that they can't maintain. Is he constantly making references towards activity that maybe the relationship is not ready for. It's like when a man is pursuing, what is it that he's actually pursuing? Is he pursuing a sexual relationship? Is he pursuing ways to get you into the bedroom? Oh my goodness, can I come in after a long date? Can I, oh goodness, hold on for one quick second. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's your address?
I texted to you already.
Oh, my phone didn't get that, girl.
I'll resend it in just a second, okay? I'm actually recording a video. You're on video right now. All right. Okay, so I have to, real quick, what exactly is he pursuing? Is he constantly trying to figure out ways to get you in or get inside your house or get you to his so that you could avert the whole getting to know you process? It's like, you have to remember, when a person doesn't know you, they're just, you know what, let me just, because I don't want this on my mind, let me just copy and paste this text real quick so that, because she's on her way here and she needs to get the address. So let me just copy message text, paste, and send. Okay, hopefully she'll get that one. Oh, she just got it. Okay, perfect. So now my mind is clear and we can keep going. All right. You have to remember, when a person first meets you, what do they really know about you? They don't know anything about you except for the way that you look, how slim your waist is, how clear your skin is, how bright your eyes are, what your lips look like, what your booty look like, imagining what your fatty is like. You know, maybe some of them done seen the camel toe or whatever, you know, we be wearing our yoga pants. Okay. What is it that they really know? They're just going off of the physical when they first meet you. And it's your job as a woman, it's your job as gatekeeper to the womb, it's your job to make sure that you get what it is that you need as womb man before you go into that next level. Number one, that I was stating is a really huge, that video was specifically meant for women who allow men that they're not feeling to chase them, because that's how the script gets flipped. The script gets flipped because you're like, first of all, you don't like this person as a woman. You're predisposed to enjoy the pursuit, to feel special by the pursuit. But if you're not feeling a person, you're not really rolling up your sleeves and getting in there on the ground floor with him to really get to know him, so that you're in this affection famine, and you're in this desire deficit and this love, I forgot the third one, the love, tell me in the comments. And so you're in love starvation or a love lull. We have to come up with a saying for it. But you're in this love lull, and so you're had to make sure my mic was still on because my foot is like kicking this thing. Nonetheless, so you're in this love lull and you're like, you weren't really feeling him. He's doing all of these things that are making you feel special, but you never took the time to really get in there and figure out if this was the man for you. So by default, he's the last man standing because he's the one that's pursuing the hardest. You may be, in his mind, a good match for him, but did you take the time to figure out if this man is a good match for you? It's twofold. There's some men who are playing games, and there's some men who really truly do want you. Right? The men who are playing games and the men who really truly do want you, if you don't take the time to dive in and to really ask some questions. I put up a post on Facebook, and you can submit your favorite Tanya TKO quote and have that made into a meme and get honorary mention. Come over to my Facebook page or my Instagram for more information. But nonetheless, I put up this post on Facebook about a man who wants to get up in your business, but he doesn't want to let you in his business. So it's like, on the one hand, you know, they want to get inside. There are two different types of men who will pursue you: those who are sincere and those who are not sincere. As a woman and as your big sister, I'm going to advise you to please, if you're not feeling a man in your spirit, some people do not, some men, listen, people act like women are the only intuitive beings out here. Men have intuition too, but we don't help. In women, we're not really helping to foster that, and in men even less so. This beeping is so annoying. It's like, come on, give me a break. Gosh. Excuse me. Okay, sorry, I had to turn off my mic for that. Oh. And intuition is pursued even less so in men, so that some of the men who are pursuing you are not pursuing you from a place of their spirit and their soul. You have a soul connection with a person and you go out there for that person, that's a different story than seeing, oh, how fat that looks in some jeans and like, yeah, I gotta get that. And remember I said there's nothing more intoxicating to a man than new pum pum. It's intoxicating. It's like, gosh, I gotta feel how these new walls feel. You know, it's like some women with shoes. It's like me with countries. I want to see different lands. I want to see what the sun sets like in Peru. I want to see what the sun rises like in Tikal. You know, that's me. There's some people who are like that with shoes. They're like, I got to feel what my soul feels like. Oh, I got to see how it caresses my toes. Some men are like that with their penis and vagina. They're like, oh, I gotta see what this new person moans like, what she smells like, how soft or how big or how fat or how plump. It's like new pum pum is intoxicating to men. So what is it that he's actually pursuing you for? If you're not feeling a man, I need you to dig into your spirit and your soul. If you're not feeling a man, truly not feeling him, don't allow him to pursue you. Cut that right off. And somebody asked, why is it that that you can't be friends? I have found in my own personal experience, because someone asked, and that's a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up. Why can't you be friends? Why can't you say, oh, you know, let's just be friends? I have found that when a man goes into that mode, that blindsided pursuit mode, listen, there's some men who will let the relationship flourish naturally, but I have found that when a man goes into that pursuit mode, he becomes single-minded and single-visioned, and he's not concentrating on fostering a friendship. He's really concentrating on how to get inside. This is what I have found. I have found that men are not appreciative of the friendship aspect. They actually think of that as a, I don't know, as a constellation prize. And this is so, God, how I wish that I could counsel men. I wish that I could counsel men. You know, I went to this seminar. It was like a women's and men's retreat. It was up at the Omega Institute. And we were talking about, there were men in the room and women in the room, and we were interviewing and talking, getting to know one another, diving in. And this idea starts very young, very early on in men's minds, where men are discouraged, boys are discouraged from really hanging out with the girls, discouraged from having a friendship with young ladies and having their worth judged, or their prowess or their masculinity or manhood judged by how many girls they can run through, how many girls they can trick, how much game they can lay down. If you look at the advice that men are getting from other men nowadays, the most popular advice that men are getting from other men is how to sleep with her without spending more money, how to sleep with 10 gorgeous women a night or a week, how to get women chasing you and throwing their vaginas at you. You don't really see the advice coming out from men, how to be a good man to that woman, how to love a woman, how to be faithful, how to rise to the mantle of manhood. It's like there's a deficit of that type of advice. So on the one hand, we got women getting advice like, oh, how to please your man, how to make sex the best for, oh, they do have like sex, men, not really, the relationship gurus that you see out there for men are not even trying to teach them how to give the woman the best orgasm. They're just trying to teach them how to run through. Like I think there are some seminars out there. No, there aren't. A man will be like, oh, I'll figure it out by practice. And oh goodness. So for women, you got how to give him the best orgasm of his life, how to be the woman that he needs, how to get that man to love you, how to get him to commit. And then on the other hand, you got men who are like, how to hit it and quit it, how to get in and get out, how to get them to give it to you without giving anything up, how to trick them out of it, how to get more women to do this for you, how to get women to pay you for sex. And it's like there's an imbalance, and there's so much healing that needs to be done for men and women. And so here we go. So don't allow men who you're not really feeling to chase you. Why is it that you can't be friends? Unfortunately, the way our society is set up nowadays, and you know what, you can try it. listen, you can try it. I've gotten a really good close male friend who was trying to pursue me in the very beginning years ago, but then we became really close because we realized that we were not a good match. But he inside of himself had to make the shift. He had to be able to allow a space for friendship from us, for us too. But it's like nowadays, it's like the only worth that today's man seems to have for the woman that he's pursuing is that he seems to become really single-minded and single-focused on that. So he has to be willing. It's like, this is where you get these terms like friend zone. You see all these men angry about being in the friend zone, and it's like, what's the matter with being friends? What's wrong with having a woman that you can talk to, a confidant? We have so many problems because, like, nowadays, listen, God, I just want to, upsets me so much. Because it's like nowadays men really have no one that they can really talk to. It's like you have this, first of all, in the Black community, getting therapy and getting counseling is highly frowned upon for some weird reason. I guess because we've been taught that being strong and self-sufficient and all this other stuff. So for so many people, getting counseling or therapy is a sign that you fail or that you're crazy or whatever. So we have men who don't want to go in and get professional therapy. They never really fostered real relationships with women, and they can't really go to their boys to talk about certain things. So for many men, they have no one to talk to, no area for which to get comfort, no one that they can get a hug from, except for somebody that they're romantically involved in. I read this really wonderful article about why men become addicted to sex, and it's like during sex is the only time that men can really be vulnerable in today's society. Otherwise, they have to be these hard caricatures. It's so amazing when I talk to women and they think, gosh, it's so amazing what it is that we think of men. We're looking towards men as, these, like they have the answer for everything, the solution for everything, and shoulders strong enough to carry everything at all times. We're grown girls. We're girls in grown women's bodies, and so many of us still have the nuances that we had as girls, and we become, coquettish when we need to, and we're very girly, except we're grown, and we don't really understand that men are grown boys. So it's like the same little boys who needed a hug when they were growing up, and who needed the comfort of mom, and who needed that growing up. They grow up into these men, and all of a sudden it's like, where do you think the need for being hugged, the need for resting your head on someone's bosom, where does that go? Does that go away? It doesn't. Where does the decompression come in? Gosh, we went into so much in this video, and we were talking for so long now. I'm going to get out of here, but I just want to make sure that I said everything that I needed to say. I don't know when I'm going to be able to make a next video. Let's see. So, all right. So I talked about one, don't allow men. The pursuit is not enough. What do you think it is that they're really doing? Vagina is not the prize to be won. They could be sweet talkers, extra conscious if he's disrespecting himself, especially if he's disrespecting himself. Gosh, that's all I can say on that. I'm gonna get out of here and let you get to the next video. But listen, I love you all very, very much. More than you may even be able to imagine. I love you very much. And some of my videos are long, yes, but some of these thoughts can't be expressed in 5 minutes. And you see what happens when you're rushing and your mind is all over the place. You miss key information. If you can, please share this video. Let me get out of here. Listen, share this video. Comment below. If you saw the last video, let me know what you think. Does it make sense now? If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'd love to hear your point of view. If you have a different point of view, let me know. And the things that we talked about, if you made it to the end of this video, right, I want you to say this sentence. I need to come up with these sentences before I start recording. What is the sentence that we can say? What did we talk about? What did we talk about? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's say if you made it to the end of the video, type this comment in the bottom and I'll respond back to you personally for the first 2 days. If you say this sentence, I choose, okay, I choose to honor myself and listen to my intuition when I get ready to blank. And then you tell me, what is it that you choose to listen to your intuition on? Make it related to dating, please, but something about this video. Make it related to the pursuit. I would really hope if you could say that you choose to listen to your intuition and choose a man who you are vibing with. That's all I want for you to do, and really get in there and get to know that person so you know. Please get to know that person. The pursuit is not enough to win you. It's like we girls have been brainwashed into thinking, oh, you know, if he just does such and such and such and such, then he must like you. Or you get so lonely that one night you call up this person who's all too willing to come in there and fill in the gap. No pun intended. Hug me. I love you all so very, very much. I love. We're going to talk about my trip in the next video. Make sure you get on my mailing list, TanyaTKO.com. Download my free guide, How to Truly Love Yourself and Heal Old Trauma. I'm going to be doing a 3 to 6 month excursion through Central America and South. I'm going to end up in Brazil. I don't know all of the countries that I'm going to go to, but I'm thinking Honduras, Panama, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and I'm going to end up in Brazil. So along the way, I'm going to be writing my book. I want to get on Mayan ground for some reason, and I really want to call forth, you know, my guides to really assist me in giving you all some great information that will be able to help in the highest. Listen, we are all doing the best that we can. When you know better, you do better. I want to help get you information that's to the highest and the greatest good of all of us. So that's what I'm going to do now. So listen, make sure you're on my mailing list to get that. Love you. We hugged already. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? Love yourself. And that's Tanya TKO. That's Tanya with an O. T-O. That's right. N-Y-A. Peace.